So going back to Ambika, you're also an award-winning writer. What is your advice for the budding writers?
I believe that everybody has a book in them, at least one, because we all have a life story and we have a lot of stories from our lives. And when we allow ourselves to go back into them and write them down or share them around a table with friends, or if we catch ourselves telling the same stories over and over again with different groups, or maybe even the same group. Uh, my dad had a gift for that. With certain stories, after a while, I really got to know them, and I noticed his different methods. So I really enforce journaling a lot. I think having a blank journal, and get a clear idea. Are you somebody who likes lines in your journal? You like to write just words on lines? Or are you like me, where you need blank pages so you could draw and doodle and make it all meld together? Journaling is such a powerful thing if we think about the process that the Artist's Way teaches about getting up and doing morning journaling. It doesn't have to be anything specific. It's a process like meditation that can clear that recent memory of the mind. Now, meditation is definitely a good practice to have in the morning and the evenings, and I would love to see, and this is my mission. This is my peace mission, is to get this to be a regular thing that all groups do, so that each individual feels more competent of it. Over the years of teaching this, and I've been teaching it since the 70s. Yes, I'm that old. I've been teaching it since I was a teen, though. I was 17 when I started teaching meditation. So now you can do the math. Just about. And what I see is that people want to do it. They want to try it. They often are attracted. Now we have the opportunity of YouTube meditation and guided meditation on audio, but that's not really the state of meditation, but those are good tools. The mind needs some entertainment to get off its wheel. You know, it's like a hamster wheel of thought that rolls around and rolls around. And another thing, I didn't learn this in school. I learned this from my yoga teachers, that everybody has subvocalization. I wish somebody in first grade had taught us about that. There are so, I think all of these tools that I want to teach to all ages are something that I wish we were teaching in kindergarten, or those first learning experiences, whether, if it's even pre-kindergarten. But these are tools I can just visualize, everybody getting together, breathing together, doing some body movement, getting centered and grounded. Think back to what I said earlier. I had to teach a 2-hour block of seventh and eighth graders together on Friday afternoon. And I was teaching them visual art. That's what I was teaching at the time. So that does take some quiet, contemplative emotions, so that you can get into it. But these kids, they wanted to go to the weekend already, and I was perhaps looked at it first like I was the start of the weekend. They could come in bouncing off the walls, and then a double period. How was I going to keep them focused that long? So I did physical things with them, and it's really important to take a break. And whenever they came on Fridays, halfway through that period, we had 15 minutes outside. Maybe we were doing something with the art we were doing. Like maybe we were taking photographs, but sometimes we were just running around or having a concentrated game or a contest, or just lying in the grass because they just needed a break. And we have to understand that too in this virtual learning situation, that somebody might be just running through their day and landing in the seat in front of the camera for their lesson, but they haven't had time to stretch or just take a time out. And we'll get so much more done. We know this. There's a lot of study on working for smaller, concentrated periods of time and giving ourselves more free time. I don't think it's damaging to a 1-hour block of teaching to take some time out for a little bit of stretch, a little bit of breathing, a little bit of focus, I think it will make the learning so much easier.
Absolutely.